Alright, today I'm going to the Badlands. I'm going out east this time, deep into the wild prairie, where giant craters of sand and goats await. And there are a lot of goats out in the Badlands. It's a little later in the day, but it's never too late to go out to the Badlands. It might be better that I wait until later in the day, because it's a hot day today. It's freaking clear skies. It's much hotter than yesterday. It's clear skies and it's 90 degrees. I think it'll cool down later today, hopefully. Let's go to the Badlands. Just out here in the flat prairie. Out here in the flatlands. It's very flat out here. One thing that you'll notice if you drive around in western South Dakota on the highways is whenever you get within a 100-mile radius of the town of Wall, you will start seeing tons and tons of billboards and signs along the highway advertising Wall Drug. Everybody loves Wall Drug. Within a 100-mile radius of this tiny town at the entrance of the Badlands, you will see so many signs advertising it. Wall Drug. Hot coffee and Wall Drug. Gift shops and Wall Drug. Amazing pizza and Wall Drug. Freaking amazing beer and wine and Wall Drug. Western wear and cowboy boots and Wall Drug. Strip clubs and hookers and Wall Drug. No, there's none of that. But it is still a spectacular place, according to all these signs. For some reason, I don't see very many signs for the Badlands. Something to crow about in Wall Drug. Wall Drug, the world's favorite place. Wall Drug, the best place in the USA. There's so many signs. A lot of these signs I'm reading to you right now as I'm driving. Free coffee and donuts in Wall Drug. Oh my! And right now I'm within a 10-mile radius, so these signs are every half mile. It's so many signs. Oh, there it is, Wall Drug. We're finally reaching Wall Drug. And now there are signs every 50 feet or every 100 feet. Wall Drug. Interesting. But there are Trump stores here too. Yeah. But this is not why I'm out here. I'm here to go to the Badlands, south of town. Flatlands, flat prairie lands. There's nothing but flat prairie lands out here. That's all there is. It's just flat lands. There's nothing else out here. Nothing to see here, folks. I promise there's nothing else out here. Just flat lands. Nothing but flat lands and badlands. Mighty Badlands. Ancient Badlands. This place is unbelievably colossal. It's so interesting how it goes from being flat, nothingness, flat grassland, to this. Just a gigantic contrast between flat grassland and farmland to this. Like, you wouldn't know this was here if there were no signs. It must have been super surprising for a lot of people during the colonial period to venture out here and stumble across this, going from hundreds of miles of that to that. The change in the landscape is so abrupt. My God, it's freaking windy out here too. Anyway, for the remainder of my trek through these mighty lands, I shall speak no more, and just show you more clips and shots of the ancient Badlands. There are not many words I can use to describe such a place. I can only film and show you the visuals of this place. And I'll show you the visuals of this place to one album that I discovered around the first time that I came out here. This album. Whenever I listen to this album from Graveland, it always brings me back to this place. Behold, the Badlands.
Come to think of it, I think the Badlands look even cooler at sunset than they do earlier in the day. They just look more striking. I'm at the edge of the Badlands now, and looks like these peaks are getting smaller and smaller. The wind has calmed down a little bit. Still a little bit windy. I think it always is here. So now I take a short walk and explore on foot what lies at the end of the path.
giant chasm. A deep chasm. That's actually really deep down there. Ancient Badlands. Also, the better thing about coming later in the day is there's almost no people here later on in the day. And I love my solitude, man. Alone. Good. People. Bad. At least most of the time. Behold the white peaks of Wotan. That's what I call this place. Similar to that song on that album. Because it fits what this place is. Long live the Badlands.